Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more FM22. We are playing with the Bohemians in the Czech Republic, and we are starting with the groups of the World Cup. Well, it's the qualifiers, not the... We're not in it yet. But we pulled the group of Azerbaijan, Holland, Kazakhstan, and Slovenia. Now, we do need to be number one to make sure that we are getting into the World Cup. So, I mean, it's not the worst group in the world. It could be worse, I would say. So I'm actually fairly happy with this. Now, there is also 5 spots as number 2. Yeah? Number 2 spot in 5 of these groups will also have, a qualification to the World Cup. So it's not the end of the world not losing to Holland or Slovenia, but we need to be one of those because Kazakhstan and Azerbaijan, they are not they are not in. Nope. It's gonna be Holland or Slovenia we're up against here, to be honest, against that second spot or first spot. So yeah, just to show you that the World Cup is coming up and we're in the qualification. So yeah, here we go. We also got the transfer window to talk about. It is actually ending today in the 22th of February here. So we had a lot of business going on. Mostly going out, as you can see here. These are the outs. Juraj Milan has left us, and it is not something that I wished. But that's just how it is. This guy, I couldn't sign this guy with having a fee, a release clause in his contract, and it was only 5 million, right? Who would have known he would become this good? Who would have known? And you know what? I would have signed him anyway with that release clause in there. So yeah, so he left for Bayer Leverkusen, and I think there was like 15 teams going in for him, and all of the big clubs like PSG, Milan, Real Madrid, Manchester United, a lot of clubs, right? And he decided to go with Bayer Leverkusen, so he will, of course, be a very, very big miss. I mean, this season, 15 apps, 16 goals, 6 assists, 8.11 in average ratings. Pretty much impossible to replace. That's just it. But I can't do anything about it. We didn't have a say in this. I tried to sign a new contract with him. He didn't even want to go into negotiations. He just said, nah, I'm good. That's basically what he was saying, right? He said, nah. He didn't want to. So, yeah, he's gone. Not a great one. I hate it, but it is what it is. Jan Bernard is also gone to Fenerbahce for up to 5.2 million. It's a fairly okay deal for me. It's, he's on paper, he looks like a really solid player, but he never really played that well. So I'm actually okay with getting that amount of money for him. We paid 60k for him. We got, up to 4.2 million for him. Of course, someone I wouldn't say we don't even need to directly replace him right now. We can do that in the summer. We do have players that can play in his roles, right? So it's okay to not get a replacement for this dude so far. Then we also got a couple of youngsters. We got Chalupa, who is going to Olympia. We got Faria, who is going out on loan. He really wanted out on loan. I didn't use him, so I thought, sure, I'll give you a loan deal. And Milan, for some odd reason, wanted him on loan. Not sure if they're ever gonna use him, but we're getting a lot of money for it, so I'm okay with it because I didn't really need him this season since we have another player that is playing well over there. So it's okay. Faria out on loan, that's okay. No, of course, no signs or optional sign-ons or something like that. Nah, just a loan deal. Is he playing? Probably not. Honestly, I think 0 games. So I don't know why they wanted him, and I don't know why he wanted to go to Milan, but whatever. I'm not gonna argue with him over it. Kevin Sulek. Now this one is a little bit of a we could probably potentially have gotten more for him, but he's gone to Slovan Bratislava. It's definitely someone we need to replace somehow because he's kind of filling into 2 roles. He was both the halfback, but since we're not playing with a halfback anymore, well, he's not that big of a miss. And we also sometimes play with him as a, ball-playing defender. That didn't work out too well either, so I thought, sure, I'll let him go. I mean, he's a good player, don't get me wrong, but he didn't really work too well. Again, last season he did really well for us as a halfback, but this season, way more average. And in that case, I'll rather take my chances and find a new guy on that role instead. Because he's more a halfback than he is a roaming playmaker, so sure, let him go. And he wasn't really good as a central defender, so he's off. 775k, not a big one. Got a loan deal for Jose Mendes. I actually tried to get him out on loan in the summer. Didn't work out. Now he's out on loan with Česká Budějovice. Hopefully he will get some playtime there. And the last one here, Joseph Russell, one of our youngsters, actually one of our own academy intake players, getting a move to Banja Ostrava, 235k. Is he gonna play out there? I don't know. This guy is actually a fairly good wide target man. Fairly good. He's a fairly good young wide target forward, right? You won't find a lot of these guys out there. And he's fairly good. I don't know why they wanted him. He's also very tall, which you need to be as a wide target forward, of course. But I don't know why they have taken him on. Maybe just to see if he can do anything. He played fairly well in the B team, but we're not really playing with a wide target forward on the right-hand side, and I don't really think he will ever develop into someone really, really good. He's also unambitious, so I think it's good money. I think that's good money. So, the ins. Okay, we got 3 ins, right? We got 3 ins, as you can see. One of them is a big signing. Actually, 2 of them is kind of big signings, aren't they? And 2 of them are pretty similar. We got a new Norwegian. Is he Norwegian? Yes, he is Norwegian. Karl Spark. He is kind of the replacement for... Oh, well, one of them. He's one of the replacements for Milan. Right now, he's played 2 games or 3 games or something like that. 2 games, actually. One in the Euro Cup and one in the Czech First Division as a sub. Hasn't really shown anything yet. And that's not a good way to start. But yeah, he's... I don't know. I mean, he's tall enough. He got the jumping reach. He doesn't have the heading, but otherwise he got all the attributes you would like to see. But he's probably fairly average. He's also 25. We overpaid for him because I wanted this type, right? I wanted this type of wide target forward on that left-hand side. So I had to go out there and find someone. And right now, what he's struggling with likely is that I don't know. I don't know why he's struggling so far. I mean, it's hard to judge him on 1.5 game. So we'll see. We'll see if that works out. But that's the first signing for 2.4 million. Expensive. The next guy, even more expensive, but probably a little bit more exciting. He is called Delian Atanasov. I believe he is from Hungary. Yeah, he's... Bulgaria, sorry. He's Bulgarian. More exciting player. He's definitely more exciting because he's also only 18 and he got the resolute personality, no weaknesses in the... his finishing is piss poor, so I have forgotten about that. I actually need to tell him to not take too many shots because he's piss poor in shooting. And also composure is only 10. Technique is 15, so at least he got that, but this guy is rapidly fast and he is also fairly good in the air. He's not a wide target man. I would not call this guy a wide target man. What he is, which is really, really interesting, as you can see over here, he's a very versatile kind of player. I have already now played him as a central defender, as a ball-playing defender, of course, and that worked out. He did really well in that game. And you know what? He might be a ball-playing I bought him in as a wide target man, or, playing on the left-hand side, right? And he also did well in that role. He played 2 games for us. If we can go into reports here form, you can see the 2 games he played. Ball-playing defender, 7.0. Good. Good. And he even came on in that match and got 7.0. The other game against Victoria Pilsen, he probably the best player of that match, to be honest, because that was a piss-poor match, but we will get to that. 6.9, not a bad match. 0.35 XG. Probably one of the best players in that match, to be honest. So far that seems to be working out for me. But 4 million, that's a lot for us. That's the biggest signing we have ever made. And is he the best player we ever had? Is he better than Milan? Probably not. He's only 18, so there could be a lot of development in this guy. Here's the question. Is the question. Where is he best? I don't know. I don't really know. I think he's probably going to be best as a wide target man. A wide target forward, it's called. We'll see. But that's the 4 million deal, the most exciting of the 3 signings I've made. Then I also signed someone from Milan, and this is more like one of those deals where I was, I was just seeing this, and I was thinking, oh well, I saw that he was really, really cheap, and I was thinking, sure, he seems too good to not pick up, right, for 210k. Did I need him? No, I didn't. I didn't need to sign this guy, but he's very, very good. Just turned 23. He was just 22 when I signed him. And you know what? I didn't need a new fullback, but I decided to go in for him anyway. For that price, specifically that price was very, very good for a player like this. He's probably our best fullback, to be honest. Now, we're of course not playing with fullback, so I'm retraining him as an inverted wingback on the other side. He played 2 games so far. He's doing okay, I believe. Yeah, 7.2 and 6.6. Like I said, this game was absolutely horrendous. So that's the signings I've made, and also the signings that went out. Not the best window for us, and I would say that we are left a little bit weaker than before this transfer window, but yeah, it is what it is, right? So let's take a quick look at these fixtures here. Now, before winter transfer, or before the winter break, you can see up here, these 3 games, absolutely killing it. 6-0, 4-0, 7-0. Yeah, completely killing it, right? Loving it, absolutely loving. Then we have this period of time, again, loving it. Only conceded one goal here against Bani Kostrava, absolutely loving it. Next 2 games, also pretty damn good. 2-0, 5-1, absolutely fantastic. And then we run into 2 of it's I just can't. It's like, okay, quickly. We got Dinamo Zagreb in the draws, right? So that's fantastic, pretty good draw for us. Not the worst team to get, but we lose at home 1-0. Now take a look at the statistics here, right? Yeah, they have 1 on target. XG of 0.27. Score a goal. Yeah, okay, fair enough, I guess. Whatever, match engine, whatever. Match engine calculations, fine. Next match, same fucking thing. They were a little bit better, Victoria Pilsen, and we are away from home, but still. I mean, it's like, what is going on with these calculations? There are just way too many of these games where you're just sitting there thinking, how can I lose this game? And they scored pretty early on after I had like, I don't know, 7-8 highlights. Then they get 1 highlight and they score directly from some kind of scrappy goal. I was just sitting there thinking, how can I have so many shots on target, so many well-drilled attacking pieces, and they get 1 scrappy goal that is literally getting just over the line, right? Just over the line. It's just madness. But because of that, I would say that all of these games, I'm considering this a bad time. This is a bad time period, just because of those 2 games, right? And just because we couldn't get it over the line. I do not have any kind of logical explanations for why the calculations thinks it's okay for these teams to score against us. When we can score on our exceptionally big amounts of big opportunities, right? It's like I can't figure it out. They have like the conversion rate of fucking 75% or 50%. We have like those 10% as you have seen, or 12% actually this season. I can't figure it out. I don't understand why the calculations think, oh, these guys, they deserve 50% conversion rate. I don't get it. I just don't. But anyway, we got a game against Dinamo Zagreb, of course. The rematch against them away from home. We need to win that game with at least 1 goal and then go into extra time, or win it with more than 1 goal and just... We should here's the thing. Dinamo Zagreb, they are not a fantastic team. We should easily beat them 4-0, right? We should, maybe not 4-0, but at least 2-0. I'm expecting to win this one 2-0. Easily. 2-1 maybe. 2-1. But we should easily beat them. And then we maybe also play this game against Hradec Králové. It depends. It depends. But I think we will play against Hradec Králové. And they should that should also just be a big win. They're 14th in the league. Absolutely piss poor form this season, Králové. So that should also be a win. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's about it. Now we just need to get into the match. Alrighty, so we don't really have the best team to put out there, to be honest. We have a lot of injuries, like 3 or 4 of them. And we also have a lot of suspensions, because apparently we are really good at picking up suspension this season. I think we have like 5 red cards this season already. And many of them are double yellows, and they happen in the first half. I can't really do anything about that. I mean, yeah, I could tell them to not tackle harder, but I mean, this is the first season it ever happened where we are getting a lot of red cards, so I don't know. Homero got 2 of them. I believe Holst Larsen got 1 of them, but who cares who it is? It's piss poor. As you can see here, also lots of yellows here. Yeah, so it's not gonna be the best team we can get out there, but it's gonna be an okay team, I suppose. Severa in goal. Seaman is gonna play this one. We have both injuries and suspension on those 2 other inverted wingbacks over here, so Seaman is gonna play on the right-hand side. Homero as the ball-playing defender. Hausdag as well. Larsen on the other side. Utsasawi, Pagano, Karlsbach. Hopefully he will do well here. I think... Yeah, we cannot get Atanasov with us. He's not registered. And... who else would be playing up here? Where is Santos? Oh, he's injured, right? He's injured. He's actually on the bench injured. Actually, you know what? You know what I'm just gonna do here? I'm just gonna quickly see if the quick pick is gonna change anything when I have all my... Yeah, because we can have some of these guys with us. I'm just gonna see what it's gonna do here. Yeah, okay, so it's gonna put Yanda and Hanslik on the bench here. That's probably better. Yeah, that's way better actually. Having that winger with us is probably good. And Yander is a half-decent striker. Yeah, why not? Let's have him with us as well. That should be okay. But one thing, should we have an extra goalkeeper? I usually don't take an extra goalkeeper, to be honest. It's like 1 out of 1,000 games that your goalkeeper is gonna get a red card or injury or something like that. So I tend to not have anyone with me. But I'm gonna move these guys around, so yeah, we don't have a right back with us, of course. Otherwise it's okay. Do we have someone we could take with us here as a right back? Actually go by positioning here. Not really. We got the... No, he's not... Klein. No, I don't think so. I don't see it. What about this guy? Can he? No, he can't. Well, then, whatever. Take that out again. So, that's gonna be the game. That's gonna be... Oh, well, not the game. That's gonna be the players we're gonna take with us. So I guess the assistant also completely agreed with how I set them up in the first place. So the quick pick actually didn't change anything in here. Interesting. Huh. Well, that's made. Yeah, I guess that makes sense because I'm picking the best team out there, didn't I? So yeah, let's do the opposition and get into it. I think it's gonna be kind of hard. I wouldn't even be surprised if we're gonna crash out of it. I think we're gonna have a really hard time here in the second part of the season. I think we will have a hard time without Milan. I've also changed, instead of playing for set pieces, I've taken that out again, because without Milan, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, we still are fairly tall and all that, but we don't have that really, really good guy in the air anymore. Same with the set pieces. I've changed it to the center backs on the corners and stuff like that. I could also change the long throws, but you know what, let's try that still, because I've actually gotten a good amount of goals from long throws, or at least the long throws was converted somehow into goals. It might not be directly from the long throw, but usually in that highlight. So I'm gonna continue with that anyway. Let's submit the team and get into it. But yeah, I kind of expect that we're gonna fall off. Oh, I didn't show the league. Can we get out? Can we like just quickly pop out and guess? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, good. Yeah. So in the league we are at 58 points, right? 49 for Slavia Prague, so we are 9 points ahead of this stage, which is not unlike where we were last season as well. So that's fantastic. That's fantastic. I think we'll drop points. I honestly think that Sparta and Slavia will probably catch up with us a little bit throughout the next period of the season. Jablonec 42. So Boleslav and Jablonec have fallen off, and Sparta and Slavia is getting up there now, which makes sense. I mean, they are the two biggest teams next after us. I would say that we are definitely the biggest team now in the Czech Republic by far, actually. How much money? 87 does Slavia. Okay, and Sparta 240. So technically, actually, Sparta should be the biggest club in terms of money, but also in terms of history, with how many times they have won it. Actually, I don't know. Is Slavia bigger? No. How many times did we win it? 2. Right. Yeah. Definitely Sparta is the biggest club. By quite a mile here. Victoria Pilsen, they are nowhere to be seen anymore. I'm a little bit disappointed with Victoria Pilsen, to be honest. I really like that shirt. That's a good shirt, isn't it? I don't know which season that was. Probably 2021 or something like that. That's a lovely shirt. I really like that one. But yeah, they have really fallen off, Victoria Pilsen. Don't look too great anymore. I thought they were actually more rich than they are, but whatever. Let's get into this match anyway. Now you have seen the table, and it's not looking too bad. But like I said, I think we could see a drop off. I think we could see a drop off. I'm not too sure about winning it this season. We have some players in there that really have to step up now when Milan is gone. Players like Tran and Frederick, who has been great. Frederick has been pretty good on that shadow striker role, but he really needs to step up if we are to win this league. Also players like Pagano. Pagano also have to step up big time, because he's like either he is gonna play as a shadow striker or he's playing as a central midfielder, but he is the best one in either positionings, maybe except from Frederick. But he also has to have a big season, Pagano. And I think when I signed him last winter, no one thought that... Or was it last winter? I don't remember when I actually signed him. But it's like no one actually thought that he would be a main key player this season. And yeah, since Bernard have left us, or since Milan has left us, this guy has to be stepping up quite a big time. And I don't think he's up for it. I think we are missing a couple of key players in there. We have the unknowns of Karl Spark and the other new guy, the Bulgarian. We have unknowns in our team right now that we don't know if they're going to perform or not. For big money, right? They are coming in for big money and we don't know if they're going to perform. Oh, that's piss poor. Oh, that's offside, but still. First shot, right? It's just first shot and they get it on target and they get it into the goal. Even when it is offside, it's really hard to yeah, it's really annoying to see. Holtz Larsen, Homero. Homero has actually been quite good except from those 2 red cards. If you take those 2 red cards out of the equation, he's been fairly damn good. Seaman. I mean, Seaman, maybe you shouldn't take a shot from range, but I don't know. They are told not to shoot too often, and I don't understand why they're taking a shot there, because it's obviously not a good goal chance. It's obviously not. So why are they shooting from range like that? Now he's injured as well. That's piss poor. Fuck! We do not have anyone that can play on that role. Like, anyone. He has to play this one, Seaman. Fuck, man. All of our fucking right backs are just... all of them injured or suspended or something else. Oh, man. This season is turning into a little bit of a horror show. Here in February. Really losing key players. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's way too close. What is going on with my team? What is going on, man? How are we this bad all of a sudden? Pagano, Howelstak, Karlsbach, Vasilo. Why are you shooting from there, Vasilo? Come on, mate. And then you're running it out. Oh, come on. I'm almost taking him out. He's just... That's just... Oh. No. No, mate. We have Hurak who could come in. yeah. Could also change Thomas Larsen over there and take Pospisil in, but I feel a little bit more. I have never played him out here before, but he's probably not the worst inverted wingback we could put in there, is he? His passing is 7. His off the ball is 4. I don't like that one bit. Actually, I took him out last match after 20 minutes. He had such a big mistake that I just took him out. He's been horrendous after we are playing ball-playing defenders. Absolutely piss poor, Rag is. He's just not good enough to play a ball-playing defender. Absolutely not. So what I'm thinking here is probably taking Puzzle again. Please no, he's actually not that great either. Oh, no, not Pasalic. Where is he? Pospisil. Oh, shit. He's very much a backup. No, he's emergency backup. He's the backup to the backup of the backup. That's where we are. Sure, I'll move them around. It's not ideal. This is very much not ideal. 38 minutes. We haven't seen a chance now yet, have we? Well, we have for them, but not for us. Well, if you count the chances where they're getting blocked outside the, box area trying to shoot, that is not a chance for me. That's just stupidity and, extended highlights showing something that really not really worth showing. Alright. Okay. Yeah, you can see that they are not really good on the ball. It's really a problem when we don't have our normal inverted wingbacks in there and the best inverted wingbacks. It's not really working with this tactic. But if you have some poor inverted wingbacks, they are gonna be so much on the ball that it's yeah, you're gonna struggle a bit. Oh yeah, that was half time and we were not even the better team out there, were we? No, they had those little bit of period of time here with some absolutely crazy big chances, and yeah, we might go. I don't know what to say because we have. This is probably the worst game I have seen in like half a year, right? Since we played Sparta Prague or something like that. Other than that, we just had good games. And even when we lost, we still had a good game. This is a horrible game right now. We're not even the best game. We are not the best team out there. Come on, boys. It's just one highlight where we actually get a good highlight, maybe. That's all I asked for. Here's the long throw. Okay. Get it out there. Get it out there. Come on. A little bit quicker next time. Haustak, it's going way too slow. Vasalo. Hitting the post. Come on, get it on target, mate. I mean, it was a completely open goal. Tran. Good goalkeeping, I suppose. Come on. Come on. Nope. Do they get a counter here? Because that was not the highlight. Yeah, I think it's... Shit. Okay. I don't know what this highlight is. Was that the highlight? Yeah. What kind of highlight was that? Sometimes the highlight just... I'm so tempted to go over to key highlights because I'm getting sometimes just a little bit annoyed by what it's showing me. I like to see a lot of the game. Right, I really like to, but sometimes you're just sitting there, please just show me highlights. Just don't show me this, please. Like I've said before, I wish there was something in between a key highlight and extended highlights. Because I feel like the key highlights are showing way too less of the game, and I feel like the extended is showing absolutely annoying parts of the game as well, where you're just sitting there thinking, this should not even be an extended highlight. So there should be in between those two things, right? Homero, 71 minutes in. Jesus Christ. Come on. Larsen, Fredericks. If something is going to happen, it's going to come from him or Vasalo. That's my thinking right now. But look at that. Karlsbach, 6.2. Shit. He could be a big fuck up of my part. 2.6 million, and he is not showing anything so far. He's not even been part of any highlights or anything in the last 2-3 games or how many he has played. It's looking really dire. He's coming off. Pasalic on that side. Sure. Why not? And go... Inverted winger on attack. Go winger... Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Go winger over here instead. Could I please click that? Yes, winger on that one. Actually, just on support. That should do. That's 2 subs. We really need to have this go around now. We come on. I think we're out of it. I think we're out of European competition this season. It's turning into a pretty big disappointment here. This one. This is the easiest opponent we have had of all of the opponents throughout the years in this competition. The easiest one in the knockout phases, and we are getting kicked out by them. Disgusting, isn't it? And it's turning into some really piss poor form as well. 3 games in a row when we're not winning. That's really poor by our standards by now. Really poor, actually. That is, it's probably the worst form we've been in for a couple of seasons, to be honest. Haustak. Pospisil. Really hard to say. Pasalic. Tran. Really far out hitter. Never gonna go in. Rarely, very rarely gonna go in. Yeah. Well, I don't really... Sure, why not? Bring him over here, bring them the opposite. Well, this guy needs to be an inverted or inside forward on support. This guy needs to be a winger on attack. Let's try that. Yeah. I think we're out, boys. I think it's over. That's gonna be a very boring season. Very boring season indeed. No more competition in the Euro Cup. We still got the FA Cup. And we still got the league. But this is where we are supposed to... yeah. Yeah, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. That was... Yeah, we are really in some poor form right now. Really in some poor form. Match momentum is going our way. We have plenty of shots. I mean, 21, 6 on target is not good enough. 1.44 is not good enough when it comes to the XG. We don't create big enough chances right now, and I think one of the reasons is that we just don't have Milan, and the transfer that I made of this guy, Karlsbach, definitely not working out. I hope the other guy is gonna work out, but he couldn't play this one because he's not registered, so... Yeah, he came in too late. Fuck! Well, there we go. It's the end of our European competition this season. It's actually our worst season ever in the European competitions. It is, because this is the first knockout round. It's not even the second knockout round. Yeah, it's turning into a... I mean, yeah, we could still win the league and stuff, but yes, but even this, just this alone is making it a pretty poor season. Even if we win the league, I would still call this a pretty big, you know... I would call it a really poor season by our standards by now. So, yeah, not great. The transfer window is also over now. It just happened right after this game was played. Slavia Prague have tried to sign, or Sparta and Slavia Prague have tried to sign Vasilo for... I don't know why they're trying this. I've told them off so many times now. It's kind of ridiculous. I should just basically tell them that he's not for sale. But here's the thing. They are coming in for him for less than I paid for him. How can the AI not see that I would never agree to that, right? Why? It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And they're trying to get him on loan and stuff. Why would I loan him out when I'm using him in my first team squad, right? He's a big part of my first team squad. Why would I ever do that? Stupidity by the AI here. Okie dokie, so we got a game against Radek Kralov after that absolute disappointment that was the last game. I feel like I've said that a couple of times this season already, haven't I? It on paper it looks like a pretty decent season that we are 10 points, 9 points ahead of the next one in the competition of the league. But we're not. We're supposed to be competitive in the European competitions now, and that was just really bad. And I can see that. Some of my decision making have been fairly poor when it comes to signings. Why am I saying this? Because very often our white target man over here, or white target forward, is often the guy that is gonna get a lot of goals in our team. If I have signed someone who is not gonna get goals on this spot, that is my mistake. I have signed the players that was best suited, or that I could get for the best amount of money that I could. I could go out and spend 20 million. Sure, I could. I could have signed someone for 20 million. I have that kind of money, but I don't really want to do that. So I've kind of made a mistake signing these guys. The two guys that I signed up for this spot, they're not gonna work out because of the way we're playing. I need to change how I'm playing because of the players that I have bought now. And I don't really want to do that this season, but we will definitely do it next season. Because these guys will never be the ones that are gonna... finishing 4. He's never gonna be a man that is gonna get 15 goals or 20 goals a season. Never gonna be that kind of player, Atanasov. Neither is the other guy. So unless I wanted to continue with this tactic and how we're playing right now, we needed another player in there, right? And we don't have this season. I'm not gonna, start changing stuff this season, but I see that we will have a decline. We will have a decline over the next few months. Same goes for our central midfielder on attack role. This guy should be capable of scoring quite a few goals throughout the season. Pagano, he's all right. He's okay, but he's definitely piss poor at long shots. So I don't have the players that I actually need for the spots where I need them. Because Pagano would normally play as a shadow striker, and he doesn't need long shots for a shadow striker role. And he's okay on finishing and composure, but he's just piss poor when he has to shoot from range. Frederick, on the other hand, he's actually okay with the long shots. So maybe I should turn them around. Why not? Let's try it. I haven't seen anything good from Frederick when he's playing here, and I haven't seen a whole lot of good from Pagano when he's playing here. But I have messed up with, getting rid of Bernard as well is probably a mistake, because we don't have the squad depth anymore to really, we're lacking a bit. We look like I got a lot of players, but many of them are just not performing. Our form are really dropping. You can see some of the players out there not performing, like the new player Karlsbach, 6.6. And it's not against some really hard opponents either. That's the thing. This is not against hard opponents. Sisker is piss poor this season. Trantaran is not good. Vasilo has been dropping off since he started really well early season. It's just not looking too good. And it's not because of the tactic. It is some of the players just not performing well within the system. I think the tactic is perfectly fine. I just don't have the players right now that I probably should have. So yeah, I just want to discuss some of that with you, because there are problems here, and I don't think we got the inverted wingbacks we need either. We got some okay players there. We got some okay players, but they are not more than okay. I think Holst Larsen is doing okay. I think some of the what is the other guy named? I think Colina is doing okay in there, but he's not playing a whole lot. So yeah. And I think Tweed is doing all right, but you can see they're just average, right? They're just average. They're not really, bringing a whole lot to the team. And the players that brought a whole lot to the team, well, Milan, well, he's gone. Pasalic, he's dropping off really heavily as well. He hasn't been good. Actually, last 5 is 7.46. It should be good still. Okay, hopefully he will be in this game. Let's get into it. But yeah, I'm worried. I'm legit very worried for the second part of the season. I think we will drop off really heavily. But it remains to be seen. A game like this against Radek Kralov, that should be a 3-0. We should probably have at least an XG of 3 or 4 with this game. With how we are playing. At home, 3-4 XG, 3-4 goals. 0-0, against us. That's how good we should be with the tactic and the players we have, but that might not happen. We'll see. But that's what should happen, really. Yeah, 14th spot, minus 16 in goal difference, 16 points in total. They're piss poor, absolutely a piss poor team. We should just win it 3-0. I would be so disappointed if we don't win it 3-0, to be honest. Yeah, that's about where I am, and yeah, let's see. So I also got a couple of spots that I'm worried about, right? The wide target man, it's not working with the players we have. It's not gonna work. I don't know what to change, but I feel like it's not gonna be as good as Milan. No one I'm gonna put in there is gonna be as good as Milan. That's a really nice shot by Larsen. Wow. I didn't expect that one to go in. He usually just shoots them straight over. Or really, really wide, but that was really good. Did he... No, okay, it was Atanasov here getting the assist. Okay. I am telling Atanasov to not, shoot less often, but he will get in a lot of positionings where he will take the shots anyway. But maybe, I don't know, maybe he can... Atanasov so far has been actually quite good, but he's definitely not someone that is gonna get a lot of goals, but he could get a lot of assists maybe. That's the thing. Maybe Atanasov is gonna turn into an assist maker for us, like Pasalic have been. Well, Pasalic is actually more balanced because he got both goals and assists. He get both things. He's like the guy that he's like your Christian Eriksen of my team, right? He's just playing wide. But yeah, he's like the Christian Eriksen. He can get the goals. He can get the assists. He can play most of the games, but not all of them. He's that type of player, right? Really technical. Larsen, lovely. Atanasov cutting it back for Larsen again. Yeah, I'm seeing something here now because Atanasov is gonna cut out. He's gonna instead of taking the shots, he's gonna cut it back for the inverted wingback really often. That's interesting. If I could get like I don't know. I got the players that I got right now. It's not. Oh, see, that's one of. Oh, they got a fucking penalty. This guy Jill, I tried to sign him. I came in for him first, of course, right? I got in for him first, and who got in right after me? Like, 1 hour after. Never heard of him before, probably. Harry Kralov. And wow. What the fuck happened there? He was just standing still there and just thinking, oh, I didn't get the goal on the penalty, so I should just completely stand still and do nothing. What the fuck? Sometimes this game, man, it's just so unrealistic, isn't it? Wow, Atanasov almost got a goal there from a header. I mean, he is a big boy. That's the thing. He is a big boy. I think he's gonna do fine, maybe. I think he might be a pretty good replacement for Milan. Just the other guy was just a piss-poor signing, maybe. But maybe Atanasov is gonna work out. Alright. He's just a very different player to Milan. Not really. I mean, he is someone that I brought because of his tall, good jumping reach. But he's more a central defender than he is a striker. So yeah, and Milan was more a striker than he was a central defender, that's for sure. So I don't know how it's gonna work out, but we'll see. Breitenberger. He usually does quite well, Breitenberger, when he's coming in. He's not playing too often, but he usually does quite well. Ooh, Slavia Prague is losing their game right now, at least. That's interesting. Pasalic. But yeah, it's not gonna be the most exciting, season in the world. I'm probably gonna not create too many episodes in this season. Probably gonna get through it quite quickly because of the European competitions. Is done and dusted for us. Nice, Atanasov. I'm already liking him. He's showing some promise. He's also the only guy on. Oh, Mendoza is on 7.3 rating, but Yeah, and he's fairly quick as well, Atanasov. That's also nice to have a really quick player in there. Which Milan also was. Tall, strong, very fast players. I like that. I like that, especially on the wings. I really like that. Okay. 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 Yeah, but he can't finish for shit. He can't finish for shit. That's gonna be a problem with the conversion rate, of course. The conversion rate is gonna go down because he's gonna get in a lot of situations like that where he just can't finish it because he got finishing of 4. He got the technique. He does have the technique, but if you have finishing of 4, you're not gonna finish a lot. Or at least, well, you might finish a lot, but you're not gonna get them in the goal. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a problem, I think. Seems like they're playing an inverted wingback here. That's gonna make some room for us here for Pasalic. Not the best ball in the world. He tried to get it over to Atanasov. Here we go again. He's gonna take a shot. Blocked. Yeah. Alright. I mean, it's not like Milan had like 14 or 15 finishing either. He had 11. He started with 10 actually. Atanasov here again. Piss poor finishing, of course. Yeah, that's gonna be hurting us quite a bit. I think Atanasov would be better in a spot where I don't really get him into. Maybe I should pay him on support and the inside forward on attack instead. So the white target man wouldn't get that far into the box. But that's what I'm saying. I should probably tweak my system a bit. Maybe we should try that. I'm not gonna do it this game, I don't think. But I don't really know how to change that because I guess I could change this to this and then play the inside. It just doesn't work for me. It just doesn't work for me. Let's go back to that again and go back to support on him here. So he won't get too far into the box area too often. He's just gonna be that target man kind of thing over there, right? And I could even tell him to stay wider, but nah. Yeah, actually, I kind of want to do that maybe because I don't really want him to get into the box area. I kind of want my central midfielder to get in there more often than not, if anyone, on that side. That's allowing the central midfielder to have a lot more space in there to run into and get the ball. Even from him, his header is gonna, bring a lot of balls into the false 9 or the central midfielder probably. Is that really the only change that I could do here that would help out? And the problem is if I'm putting the inside forward on attack here, right? He's gonna take up a lot of the space for the shadow striker. But maybe that's fine. Maybe I want to overload. Maybe I want him as an inverted winger over here instead of inside forward. It's interesting to try it out and see what it actually does because yeah, I don't mind that actually. Let's just try that for the next half here and see if we can see some movements and stuff. But that's what I'm thinking I would probably change as well after this game. But let's just see how it does. Just see how it does. And see how their movement is and how they are shaping up here. Because Pasalic is more a creator, but he could definitely be a creator as an inverted winger as well on attack. And getting him into the box area is not a bad idea. Instead of him sitting further out and do the assists from crosses. I think he's way better getting into the box, Pasalic, compared to our white target man now. It might work out. But it also has to work out with all the other players and how their runs is and stuff like that. So it's hard to tell from just a half here. If we're not seeing enough highlights, it's hard to tell. So let's see right here, right? We are... did Hurak just play? I'm actually playing Hurak on just a central defender role. Because every time I'm playing him this season, he's piss poor as a ball-playing defender. But what is happening here? I didn't really see what happened. Yeah, he's going over the top for Breidenberger. It's not the worst. It's not the worst in the world. If he can take it down for... Pagano here, that would be really lovely. But what I'm looking at is how we're shaping up and what runs we're seeing here. But this is in transition, so it's hard to tell. We got the central midfielder running up. See, again, Frederik's not really doing well in that central midfield attack role for reasons. I don't know why, but he's just never really done well in that role for some reason. Yeah, we didn't win the second ball. That's not good. Okay. And then it's just, you know, okay. Here we go. Free kick. Pagano, I think, yeah. Ooh, that's a lovely one. Very close. Not a bad free kick. Mendoza trying to win it back. Didn't get a highlight from it. Can we win this one? Yes, we can. Okay. Atanasov coming deep. I'm just trying to figure out what we're seeing here. Because right now, you can see how many... this is an overload, right? We got the Shadow Striker, we got Pasalic over here, and we also got a run from our inverted wingback. And we also got the false 9. So these guys over here got a lot to deal with. The problem is, our white target man... Oh, yeah, he just came deep to get this ball. But he should really fast get over here. So he is like... He's stretching them. He should be stretching them, Atanasov here. Because then there will be more space in here for the likes of the inverted wingbacks or Fredericks to run into. Or even the false 9 to get the ball in. Which is not happening because Atanasov is not getting over there. Okay. See, he's getting over... Nah, he's not really getting over there. But we find space somewhere else. For Mendoza. Yeah, I'm not sure about the white target man out there because he's not staying far enough left for it to work. Right now, that seems. 63 minutes. 61. Should probably do some subs here. Got Haustak, who is pretty dead for. We got Larsen, who is pretty dead for. He's had a pretty good game. He got the goal as well, Larsen, so... Yeah. Don't really want to take him off, but we have a lot of issues with condition and injuries and suspensions and stuff on these roles, and we do have Homero out here who come in, so I think that's a pretty ideal situation. Yeah, let's do that. Haustak as well, maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah. What I'm thinking is taking Vianello in and move these two around. Actually move all of those around. Yeah, again, central defender on defense. Homero can be a ball-playing defender, that's fine. He can do that. Yeah, that's fine for now. But yeah, the problem is I'm not seeing a lot of the match here, and I can't really go by the pass map and all that because it's completely obscured compared to before. If you're changing midway through, you can't use the pass map to really give you any indications because it's taking. You cannot take just a part of the game in the pass map. You get the whole game. That's one of the things. Oh God, was that Homero just not doing anything in there? It looked like he was just looking at football and not playing football. Yeah, I don't think this is a good game for us. You can see that their XG, I mean, that is a penalty, of course, but still, we're not scoring on our chances, right? We're taking way too many shots off target outside the box area. It's not looking great. We're nowhere near the XG we should be at. It's definitely not we're looking like a team that are on the, going downhill in terms of our form. Pasalic had a terrible match. Yeah, Vasilo coming in. I think I'm gonna change to a winger here, but I need to figure out my team, and I really don't have any. I don't really have any good ideas right now in terms of how to change it up front to create more chances. Well, not to create. I mean, that's the thing. I'm creating chances. The problem is the chances are not good enough for the players that we have up there. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I have made some wrong decisions in terms of players that I got in. Milan was so brilliant because he got so many goals. We do not have a player right now that is gonna get a lot of goals in there. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Man, that's good goalkeeping. Jesus. I mean, it's got to be hard when you got a goalkeeper like that in. but it's also frustrating how many chances I need before I'm getting goals. It's really ridiculous. My conversion rate is just... Yeah, we have seen it's 12%, right? Yeah. I just checked up on what Sparta Prague was before we got into this. I just checked up on some of the statistics. Their conversion rate, Sparta Prague right now, is 25. 24 point something % conversion rate for Sparta Prague. I have absolutely fucking no idea how they're doing that. But it's absolutely making... Oh my god, Atanasov. What a goal that was. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean... Okay. That was finishing of 4. Probably more like the composure kicking in there, or the technique, actually. Because that was... Wow. I mean, also the goalkeeper not doing too well there in that situation. But 2-0, still not happy with that. I'm just not happy with it. No, I'm not happy. I think we should at least have scored 3 goals in this one. I mean, it's a great result, but... Yeah, giving a bit too many chances away and also not scoring enough. But yeah, at least the Tanasov seems to be working out. That's 3 out of 3 really good games from him. This one the best of them. He getting both the goals and the assist. So yeah, can't really complain about Atanasov. What I can complain about is I think he might work out as an inverted winger more than anything. Atanasov. No, sorry. No, a wide target man, but staying wide. I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll figure that out. The front thing. I'll figure that out probably, hopefully, during the next couple of games. But I'm worried. I am worried about our tactic right now. I'm worried about the tactic because of the players we have. I'm worried about our conversion rate because we don't have a lot of goal scoring kind of players in there. That is in form, so I'm worried about that. But anyway, let's get out of this match. Right, so I actually don't think I'm gonna come back before the end of the season here. You know, whatever games we have at the end, that is gonna be enjoyable to watch. Likely, if all goes to plan, right? If all goes to plan, I would like to come back for the FA Cup final, where we also have the last game of the season, but that might not turn out. It might turn differently out. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed it with all my complaints here. I mean, I think you can see where I'm coming from with the team and the tactic and stuff. We got something really good, right? We got something. We got a, you know, at the core level, tactic is working. At the core level, many of the players are working. What I'm talking about here is the last 5 to 10%, right? It's the last 5 to 10%, because the rest of it, 90 to 95% of this tactic, working perfectly fine. It's the last couple of percentages I'm talking about. That's what I'm complaining about. It's me losing Milan. That is like a lot of goals gone. And yeah, that's my worry right now. But it looks like Atanasov is gonna work out. We just need to tweak the tactic a slight bit. Maybe get Pasalic a little bit further into the box area somehow. Something like that. Maybe also Vasilo. Like Vasilo, he seems to also be doing really well when he gets into the box area. So if we could get the other side to get further into the box area, that could work out for us. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you around next time.